So here we're looking at rearranging formula to get another letter as the subject of the formula. So say for this first one, we want to get R as a subject to the formula. So get rid of everything else first. Now on the right-hand side, we've got pi times R squared times H. And if you think about how to undo things, we do everything opposite of BEDMAS. So we do any adding, subtracting first, then any multiplying, dividing, then any exponents, and then brackets last of all, unless it belongs to the whole thing. So we're going to get rid of this times by h and the times by pi by dividing over the other side. So that now becomes v divided by pi, and h is also on the bottom. We end up with r squared there. Now to get rid of the squared, of course you square root it. So to find out what r is, we just take the square root of v over pi times h, and that gives us what our r is. This next one, we're going to find out what a is. Okay, so let's get rid of this h at the end first. So we've got a divided by h, and then we can just, those brackets can disappear. Because the divide by 2 belongs to both the a and the b, then we get rid of that next. So opposite of dividing by 2 is timesing by 2. So we just times it by 2 over the other side. And then the last step, of course, is to get rid of plus b, so we subtract b. So it's 2a over h minus b is equal to a. This last one, of course, we're trying to find out what x is. Well, x is in two places there, so that can be a little bit trickier. But let's get rid of the fraction first. So to get rid of divide by x plus 2, we're going to multiply it over the other side. And I'm just going to keep it in brackets on this step. Okay, so expand it out. So we've got xy or yx plus 2y. Because we want to isolate what x is, get everything with x on one side and everything else on the other side. So we're going to move that plus 2y over that side, and we're going to move that 3 plus 3x over that side. So this now becomes xy minus the 3x, because it's plus 3x on the other side. And then we've got minus 1 minus 2y, because it was plus 2y on the other side. All right, so now we've got two things with everything with x on the left-hand side. So now x is a common factor. So let's factorise it and pull it out the front. So x comes out the front, and that becomes y, and the second part becomes minus 3. Now that y minus 3 is just times by x. So to get rid of times by y minus 3, we're just going to divide it. And all you do is put it divided by on the other side. And then we've isolated what x is. And that's how to rearrange formula.